Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. Now, I've got this production that I'm doing at the moment and I needed to lay down some guitar parts today. And I was playing this part that had a delay on this particular guitar part. And it wasn't quite working for me. So I decided to try and find a way of making the delay sound different than I would normally use. Now, I normally use my delays by plugging my delay into the effect send and return on my amplifier. And what I decided to do today is to plug it straight into the front of my amp, but to also have overdrive pedals and booster pedals running into the delay first. Now, this is quite a common way of working, but it's not the way that I normally work. So I thought I'd do a quick video on the different sort of sounds that you get from either using your delay plugged into the send and return or into the front of the amplifier. And I'm also going to do something at the end where I add effects after the amplifier by plugging it straight into a Universal Audio aux box. So let's have a listen. So here's the guitar part with the delay going into the effects loop inside the amp. Let's do that first. Okay, what we're going to do now is to take out the leads that are plugged into the send and return and then plug them straight into the front of the amp. So let's do that. So now I'm plugging my pedals into the front of the delay pedal. So now let's hear how that sounds. So what we got now is the delays are going into the front of the amplifier. So what's happening, as the amplifier is slightly overdriven, the delays are bouncing into the overdrive. So they're distorting, which gives it a much more vintage and vibey sort of sound. So let's record the same part now with the delay plugged straight into the front of the amp. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, lastly, let's turn off the delay pedal. And what we're going to do now is to plug straight into the Universal Audio aux box and use the delay that comes with that. Now, the great thing about this delay is that it's a stereo delay, so we don't have to worry about a wet, dry, wet setup with the amplifier. We can just plug a mono amplifier straight into the aux, and then we get this big stereo delay sound. Now, we're not going to get the same sort of vibe out of the delay as the delay is not running into the front of the amp, so you're not getting those distorted, bouncing delays. But you get a lovely sort of stereo sweep from it. Okay, so let's record the same guitar part now using the aux. Here we go.
Here's the one from America,
Sometimes the stereo delay can be too big and too muddy, and by the time you pan the guitar anyway in the mix, most of the stereo information sort of disappears over to one side, or actually disappears completely. So different amps, different times, different delays, it's all good. Just try and find the right sound for the song that you're playing. So I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. I hope you guys got something out of that. Please like and subscribe down below and push that little bell button and you'll be notified of any future videos that come out from the Studio Rats. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.